Leo, hi, welcome to your tarot read for the week. We're going to be looking at the tarot. These are general readings, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest for everybody else. Leo, how are my Leos doing? If you'd like a personal read, Leo, my email is in the description. Also my Instagram and my Twitter if you'd like to get to know me personally. And Leo, thank you so much for keeping up my views last week. Thank you, Leo gang. I feel so happy the Leos like connecting to me because, as you all know, or if it's your first time on the channel, I'm a double Leo. I also have my North Node in Leo. Leo, this week we're going to be looking at you and your connection. And we're also going to be looking at divine feminine, divine masculine energies. So stick around to the end of the read, even if it's not resonating for you. You might get some sort of messages towards the end, okay? Okay, Leo, let's start your read here. The Hermit. 5 of Wands. The Devil. Ooh, what was going on here in the past? And in the present energies, 3 of Chalices, Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the Empress, Justice, and Page of Wands. Kind of mundane week going on for you here, Leo, but let's see what's going on. I feel like saying it is a mundane week, but I feel like when we get to the real meat of this read, all the good cards are going to come out with the spoilers, with the clarifiers, but I've been calling them spoilers because we're looking at the future this week. So with the spoilers for the future here, we are going to liven up this read here. In the past, you've done some deep introspection, and I feel like this introspection, normally when I look at the Hermit card, I don't actually think of you as isolating and going away from people here, Leo. But I think this is you actually isolating and getting away from people here. Now with the 5 of Wands, there between you and the connection, there is definitely a sense of competition. There is definitely a sense of like this person makes you feel like getting out there and being seen, or like you want the attention from this person. And maybe you're not getting that. In the past, though, there's the devil energy attached to it. There's possibly too much of something good, or possibly too much overthinking a situation, too much of something attached to this person. And maybe that's what forced you into this introspect about what was going on. This could have possibly happened the last Mercury retrograde, because the Hermit is Virgo, and I view Virgo like Mercury. So Mercury, the last retrograde, you know, I feel like that could have been, not the current retrograde, but the last one. That could have been when maybe you were already having conflicts with this person. Here, the 3 of Chalices and the current energies, you're trying to make some sort of reunion happen here and some portal open up. But in the end here, it's just like you notice every time you try for love, you try for your greater, highest love story here, that people just tend to walk away. When you see that portal open up, or someone gives you the glimpse of, yeah, there could be love here, it's like they just, boop, they want to walk away from you here. It makes you feel kind of cursed here. It makes you feel kind of like, why does this always happen? Why aren't the situations in love connecting to me when I want to connect to that. And I see other people around me, they have perfectly healthy things, and I'm not getting that situation. Well, let's see here, Leo. For the future energies, you have the Empress, Justice, and the Page of Wands. There it is. Something does connect to you. But this comes from you know, the other reads pulled a lot of masculine and feminine energies. For your read specifically, even if you're masculine, well, what is divine feminine and masculine? I like to reiterate it on my channel every time. If you're a male watching this video, male Leo, you're divine masculine. You are not divine feminine. Get that BS out of your head that you see from other channels. You're a man, you're divine masculine. Now, you're being called to focus on feminine energies as you transform. That's what people mean on these tarot readings. Because I've had a lot of male Leos reach out to me and say, am I the feminine? Am I feminine? No, you're not feminine. It's okay for you to chase people. It's okay for you to try to get that greater love story in your life. But I feel like at this read specifically, we're focusing on feminine energy, and that's okay. So even me as a Leo, masculine, I focus on feminine things. The way I take care, I trim the beard, I smell good, I cook my own meals, that type of stuff here. With this Empress, you're doing this in the future here. And you look good. And what happens here is justice finally comes your way. The universe is definitely granting you something here. And it's like, you know, a lot of times people go to these tarot videos and they're like, because there's a karmic attached to my person. That's not karmic. That's just this person decided that their love story matches with somebody else better than your love story. How is that karmic? I wish that person love and light so that they can go towards their greater love story. Because in the end, when you put labels on other people, their third party, what is that doing for you, Leo, here? Well, what that does for you here is there is a sense of non-justice. Because yes, I can look at this card the other way around. There's a sense of non-justice, and it keeps you as a page here. It keeps you as a lesser form, lesser being. Now, because they decide to be with somebody else, wish that person love, light, and wish them a beautiful love story, because you do get your love story here at the end of the read. Now, some of you Leos might be saying, well, I don't want love. I just want to be this page and keep exploring. There is that option for you. Yes, 100%. You don't want love? Okay, but once again, you always seem to get Ace of Pentacles in your read, Leo, and that's funny because Judgment wanted to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. And so for those of you Leos that are saying, I don't want love, I don't need it, the universe is going to come a knocking on your door here, and it's going to spit out love for you, and it's going to make you open up your heart. And if you're that Leo saying, no, that's not me, and I won't ever let love into my life, why are you on these tarot videos? Maybe you're not a Leo rising. Maybe you're a Gemini. Maybe you're a Virgo. Okay? Maybe you're a Capricorn. There's a Capricorn there too. Strength card wanted to pop out. You know, but Leo, these feminine energies you're focusing on this week, it brings you some sort of good ending here. As far as your person, I see them doing a lot of overthinking and walking away here. The person you got on your mind specifically. And when they're walking away here, they're doing it in a very childish way without giving you a chance. And that hurts. On your side, you've been introspecting and you've been trying to reunite with people and make something work. But in the end, you're just going to look good here on your own. And that attracts you some sort of great love story. For the connection between the two of you, there's conflicts because somebody opened a door and then they severed the connection. That sucks, right? Here, Seven of Chalices. You had some options here. You possibly dropped some options for somebody to move forward towards somebody here. So there could have been a connection before you had this connection, Leo, and there could have been something that you dropped. Now you feel like this person owes you something, maybe. Let's see here with the Queen of Swords, Five of Wands. On their side, they've severed the connection because of the conflicts, right? Or maybe it's that you were up for a challenge and they weren't up for a challenge. Maybe they were up for something a little bit less end game and more superficial here with the Ace of Wands. They were just looking for somewhere to plant their roots. They weren't looking for the ultimate challenge in the love story here like you were, Leo. Now, Three of Chalices with Seven of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Empress. So what's happening now in the current energies is, because you wanted a reunion, you've definitely started putting up your boundaries, and that opened up some door for you to have these feminine energies create some sort of transformation in your life. And you're looking a lot sweeter. You could be smelling a lot better too, Leo. Maybe you bought a perfume or cologne or something like that. Maybe you've done a makeover in your life here now, or you're thinking about doing that. I think that would be certainly a very good thing to do at this time. Let's see here with the Six of Swords, Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Chalices. This person may have been holding on to an energy on the side and not telling you about it, honestly, and they're more fulfilled on that side with that other energy. They're more fulfilled. Does that make the other person that they're with a karmic? No, it doesn't. Why should anybody be in a relationship with you because you feel like you guys have the ultimate love story, or that you guys are spiritually connected? Because spirituality in the first place is non-attachment. Not attached to your car, not attached to your family. Some of the gurus, some of the great gurus in India, they have just enough money to survive, because they know if they have more money than what they need, they'll lose that money. And then that's when fear, anxiety kicks in. But if they have just enough to get food for them, they have just enough to buy toilet paper, they have just enough to support their family, and they're happy. You have just enough inside of you here with this Empress, and you should be happy. And yes, relationship does come, but relationship comes when you focus on your divine feminine and the spiritual. And spirituality is isolation. How come I never woke up to my divine feminine when I lived in America? Well, because I always had people around me. I always had a car. I always had a good paying nursing job. I was making 70 grand a year. How come I could never find that self-love? Because I attached it to possessions. I attached it to people. Leo, you're being called to not attach yourself to people. I'm not asking you to be a monk and release everything and go live in the mountains. But, you know, even me living in Japan, where I do experience isolation, you know, like today, I don't have anybody calling me to hang out, anybody that wants to do anything. I do have somebody I'm seeing tomorrow. But today, regular Sunday, I don't have class. The gym doesn't open till 12. I'm alone. And I'm okay that way. And I don't have those big paying jobs I used to have. Now I'm an astrologer. Now I do YouTube videos. I have a lot of time for myself. In turn, what happens? Well, I become attractive. I attract my lioness. That's what's happening for you here, Leo. You're going to attract your lion, your king. You're going to attract somebody that looks the way you want them to look, that wants to sit on the throne with you. But that takes you realizing that the person they left you for is not a karmic. It's somebody that they need to be with because that person emotionally fulfills them. This spiritual ride is not about attaching a shallow name to somebody. It's not about attaching your pain and your low self-confidence to name calling somebody that they're with, because in turn what that happens is it keeps you as this page here, Leo. It keeps you as a lonely page. And that's not you. You're the Empress here. The Empress is here on your read twice. Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Tower. Yup. See, when this Knight of Wands, it's you back and forthing the situation between you and this person, but then realizing you look good on your own, and the Tower finally falls. That anxiety, that fear-driven thinking that you've had going on inside you, Leo, finally falls apart here. Let's see the Page of Wands over here. In the future energies, this part's not going to resonate. This last clarification I did, that's not going to resonate for you. This one's definitely not going to resonate for you. These are future energies. Knight of Swords, the Strength, and the Queen of Chalices. Look at that. You finally get noticed here, and you get noticed by somebody that's willing to put into you emotionally. And somebody, because the Knight of Swords landed upside down, somebody you don't have to put great effort into, somebody that just comes easy, and they want to be with you, and they want to sit on the throne with you, Leo. You get it. And you're at the end of your read here, strong. As for the past person, it's you not putting pressure on the past person, because you're here in your lion-like qualities, and somebody wants to fulfill that lioness or lion in you here, and somebody wants to be part of that kingdom. And it's a great love story you got going on here for the future energies, and it's showing up in the way that you've always imagined it would show up, but it doesn't happen until we release people and we release attachment, and you realize that greater love story, well, that's inside you, Leo, and it's all on you. All right, so I'll catch you guys again next week. Bye, Leo.